Joined now by head coach of the Maine Red Claws, Scott Morrison. Coach, we're here in Waltham, Massachusetts. You're down helping the Celtics out now.
Yeah, no break, but pretty excited to be here for the playoffs. Coach Stevens has invited me in to help out a little bit where I can, and hopefully learn some stuff from these guys while they finish the season out. And hopefully they're going to play for a few more weeks and make a little run here.
Now, right when correct me if I'm wrong, but right when our season ended with the Red Claws, the very next day you got the call from Coach Stevens.
Yeah, Coach called me the next day. We were doing some exit meetings in Maine and asked what I was planning to do. I kind of just told him I was waiting for instructions, and he said, great, come on down and join the team and help us with some scouting stuff, watch some video. And it's been fun. Not as much pressure on me here, and it's been nice to just be able to contribute a little small bit to what these guys are doing.
Now that we're 2 weeks removed from our end to the playoff run, looking back at that playoff series, what are your thoughts on how the Red Claws played, what went right, what went wrong for the team?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we played well in stretches in the two playoff games. Obviously, both games came down to the last minute. We've got to give those guys credit in Canton. They hit some big shots, and one of the guys that hit the big shots, John Holland, earned a call up to this team here in Boston. He's been with the guys here for 2 weeks since then. We also had some bad luck with injuries and Tim getting called up. Probably didn't expect to have a full team, but it's always tough when you have to make adjustments late, and guys like Malcolm Miller and Corey Walden get hurt right kind of at the crunch time. So I'm sure they were disappointed that they missed the playoffs, and we obviously would like to have them, but I thought the guys played hard and just kind of ran out of steam at the wrong time.
You mentioned Holland. He hit that, one of the toughest shots I've ever seen at the end of game 2 there, that three-pointer with Cody Clark right on him. Have you talked to him about that? Have you given him a hard time about it? Has he given you a hard time about it?
A little bit, not too much. I mean, he's pretty excited to be here, and he earned it with that series. The front office in Boston was watching those games, and he stepped up not only in the playoffs, but with jobs on the line and came through. And yeah, the shot he hit in Maine to kind of ice that game 2 was one of the tougher we've seen. We played a great possession of defense. Cody did a good job not fouling him, staying on his feet, making the shot tough, and he knocked it down. That's why you got to give him credit.
Looking back at the season 2015-16, what are you going to remember from this season with the Red Claws? What will you take away from this season?
Well, on the court, probably the biggest thing will be the improvement of some of our players. I was really pleased with guys like Malcolm, Corey, Cody Clark, Levi, Karan Williams, Andre Stringer, OJ, all the guys that were there for the duration of the year I thought really improved, especially guys like Malcolm, Cody, and Corey from the start that they had at the beginning of the year. So hopefully we're going to see them go off to bigger and better things. Maybe back in Maine, but hopefully a crack at the NBA next year. And then off the court, much like the previous year, it was just a great experience and a fun time working with the people that we had in the office every day, yourself, the coaches, interns, things like that. We had a great staff, and it was nice to have a little success with that group because it was a fun group to work with.
As we look forward now to 2016-17, what's next for you?
I'm just taking it one day at a time. Hopefully, the Celtics can make a good run here in the playoffs, and I'll be here for a little longer. And then I hope they invite me to be around for Summer League and some pre-draft workouts. Just to get a break as well this spring. And then I have a couple things lined up for my own professional development. I have the Adidas Euro Camp in Italy in June, and a couple clinics that I'm going to speak at during the off-season, just to hope to keep getting better, keep learning, and keep building my network.
Well, Coach, congratulations on another great season. Appreciate all your help all season long.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for everything.
And best of luck to Scott Morrison here in Waltham, Massachusetts at the Celtics training facility as he helps the Celtics in their playoff run this year.